Oh, what's up, wrestling fans? Welcome to the AWO Air Order. Welcome to my channel. Welcome channel on the Air Order channel. Welcome to Lane of Smackdown, first episode. If you're checking out, this is the first stream, debut episode actually. So welcome to my channel, please. Welcome to my channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Do all that. Really helps out. Super chat me, ask me wrestling questions, please. If you want. I'm not going to review Raw, WWE Raw. That'll be a different topic, a different time. But I won't be reviewing Raw. Originally, I would be doing this stream earlier in the day, but Raw was earlier in the day because they were in Birmingham over in the UK. So normally I would be streaming this earlier in the day. Okay. Oh no, I'm doing better on this channel. If you noticed. All right. I literally, Red, you're right. You're right, Red. You're right. You're 100% right. But yeah, so I don't know if this is going to be a Friday, Monday weekly show. If it is, it won't be at this time of day. It'll be earlier. It'll be earlier. Just Raw was on earlier today. So that probably means next week. If I do it next week, it will be later too, because Raw is in France next week. But normally I do go for about an hour, but I could go a little longer than an hour tonight because I got nothing. Usually I do a show on my other channel, which I completely ignore, which now because I move everything here because my channel is doing so well here, so I move my wrestling stuff. I'm doing wrestling stuff on my pop culture channel, which is there in order. So it's gonna be if you're a wrestling fan, but you also like pop culture, like movies, TV, video games, check out that stuff on my channel. Okay, please go ahead. Please feel free. Okay. I know Finbar will be upset, but oh well. I'm doing well on this channel, but usually on my other channel that was dedicated to sports and wrestling, I usually do a weekly Monday stream, which is about hour 15 to an hour before Raw, but obviously today and next week won't be like that. But I really don't know if I'm going to do this every Monday. That's the thing. But I'm going to post more wrestling related content on here, videos and streams. We're going to do that. But also I'm going to still if any of my viewers are not into wrestling, like I have a dedicated viewership on here, fan base of some friends of mine who watch every stream, and sometimes I have some casual viewers that come in once in a while. But I do have a dedicated fan base. If you're listening to this, if you're just checking out this stream and realize what Aaron's doing a wrestling stream on this channel, don't worry. I'm still going to do that stuff. I'm still going to stream about the pop culture, like movies, TV, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, video games, whatever. I'm still going to do that on this channel. That's not going away. That's still going to happen. Probably tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Well, Thursday for sure. It's still going to happen. I'm still going to do this Talk Pop and AEW The Tracks. So all that stuff is not going away. Okay? I'm just sprinkling in my wrestling, my passion for wrestling into this channel, because I'm killing it with the wrestling right now on this channel. And on this stream, I did promise Red. I'm gonna invite you in a couple minutes. So yeah, no Raw, but we're gonna talk about AEW Forbidden Door. We're talking about the results, fallout, injuries, times away, things like that. And then I guess I don't know if I'm going to talk about the NXT. I've watched it, yeah, but we'll watch. And then we're going to talk a little bit non in Square Circle news, maybe outside Square Circle news. I particularly want to. I saw this Rampage Jackson's son, the incident with Rampage Jackson's son. Okay, that's what I want to talk about too. Chris Jericho, and yeah, basically. Yes. I kind of nuked it, but not really, right, Red? Not really. All right. So yeah, okay. Over Forbidden Door. We're gonna talk AEW Forbidden Door. That's what we're here for. All right, Forbidden Door, London, England. All right. So there's obviously the 0 hour. Obviously. Okay. And there's 4 matches on the 0 hour. 4 matches. I'm surprised they actually was able to finish one of those matches in time before the actual pay-per-view was able to start. I'm surprised. Here's a guy promised to come on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Red. I've been doing so well in wrestling on this channel lately. I might as well move everything here. Why focus on another channel, right? Like,
Oh no. You know what I think it is? Since I have a membership on your other channel, you're trying to bait me into getting a membership on this channel.
oh yeah, that's definitely it. I'm trying to get you to get.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what this all is. You see my Wardlow video? You saw what I was doing?
Yeah, dude, it has. I think I saw it was like at 64,000 when I saw it.
Yeah.
I know it's higher now. It's at like 70 now. But
73.
it's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah. Fortunately, I gained no money from it because it's ineligible. Mm-hmm. So whatever. I can still have it up. I can get subs, but I can't get any money. But oh well. It's okay. I get the subs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Wardlow, we'll get to definitely Wardlow, but the Wardlow video, there's a lot of negative stuff about that because a lot of people are not very happy in the comments about Wardlow and how the return of Wardlow. I kind of agree, and it's just actually we'll get into results and review, but the Don Callis faction, they just obviously Wardlow joined the faction. That faction is too stacked, and I mean like too much stacked where there's too many upper carders on that, mid carders or main eventers on that,
Yeah.
and that's not good for a faction in my opinion. That's one issues NWO had. Because NWO had like, obviously the Outsiders, Hogan, but eventually Macho Man, Kurt Hennig, like Scott Steiner, some of the bigger stars, right? Like,
yeah,
it's not good. It's not good. And I know what the plan is eventually to probably Takasha is probably the one that's going to leave, but it's really stacked. But yeah, and once again, this is just showing that Wardlow is basically Muscle, the bodyguard of the group. Every time they try to make him a star, they revert him back to Muscle, like a brute.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, that's what's holding Wardlow back the most. They're not letting him be on his own, which he should
yeah, yeah. And a lot of people are not happy with that. It's just pairing some wrestlers with Don Callis makes sense. Takasha and Kyle Fletcher made sense because they were young, and he needed somebody like a manager to get them over, right? Right.
Yeah.
Takasha was a nobody until he turned on Kenny and joined Don Callis. Kyle Fletcher was all he was a tag team, and we were also his best friend.
Yeah.
That's all it was, right?
He was under Ospreay's shadow for the longest time.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's a good point. So let's get into this. So the pre-show matches. Okay. What was the first pre-show match or like a 0 hour match? I remember some of them. I'm trying to do an order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay,
It
the
was
Paragon.
the trios title match, right? That was one of them.
That was the one just before they went to the pay-per-view. They ended that match ended like 2 minutes before the pay-per-view. Remember, like literally with the War Dogs, that ended like a minute and 2 minutes before the pay-per-view went on air.
And then they had that woman's 8-woman tag match.
Yeah. So that's a Paragon and Aldis Barado. Yumura defeated CRU, Ashton Andrade, Leo Rush, Don Callis family, Hachiro, and Josh Alexander with Lance Archer, Walker Romero. Oh yeah, it's 8-man tag team match. And like the AEW likes to put on matches don't really mean anything at times. But the Paragon won with I'll just run out Desperado. And obviously, yeah, the Don Callis, Don Callis family lost that match, but overall they had a good night.
Yeah.
The second match was Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan and Toa Leono and Ricochet defeated Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey, and Michael Oku. By pinfall. Michael Oku's from England, right? Is that his hometown?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he's from London, but I know he's English.
Okay, he's English. Okay. And yeah, the Gates of Agony are over, especially Ricochet. Ricochet is really shining in AEW, especially as a heel.
Yep.
As a heel, he's really shining. He's showing how arrogant he could be because he could display it because how crazy athletic he's in the ring. And in WWE, obviously you could tell WWE never valued him that way. They just see him as a guy who could do all this crazy stuff in the ring, but nothing else. Nothing else. Right? Nothing else. It's just
like he is not the best at promos, but he can really make a what's it called? A chicken shit heel work.
Yeah.
He can make that type of character work for himself.
It's also what works for him as a heel is also he's not the best at promos, obviously, he's not the best talker. But it's his movements, it's his style, like his style of rocking, his demeanor at times. It's working. He's certainly better at promos than maybe WWE give him credit for. He's not the best.
I think he's improved.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, I don't think WWE even tried to make him better at promos.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, they couldn't. They wouldn't even let him speak much.
Hmm.
Like AJ Styles. Like, AJ Styles wasn't the best at promos either.
Hmm.
He's not the best at promo guy, AJ Styles.
Yeah, and
Either.
then
And
MVP had said he wanted to recruit both Ricochet and Cedric Alexander for the Hurt Business, but the WWE only let him take Cedric because they didn't think Ricochet would have been good as a heel with that group.
I don't think it would be good as a heel as that group because I don't think it was showing off a heel side. This personality we see in AEW, I don't think we would have seen that in WWE even as a heel.
Hmm.
Like, that's, that's what I think. Then we got a Triangle of Madness: Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Thekela, the Spider Lady, Megan Bain with Penelope Ford defeated Harley Cameron, Chris Stanton, Queen Amina, and Will Nightingale with pinfall. Oh yeah, I like that trio of the Triangle of Madness: Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Tequila,
Hmm.
and Megan Bain. I mean, well, she's not part of the trio, but I do like that trio. Uh, I know they have beef with the Triangle of Madness. Have beef with the Cream, right? Cream. I know Tequila has. Okay, well, we can get into this.
Yeah,
They won.
Tekla and Queen
Tekla, yeah.
Amanada specifically have heat with each
So
other.
the story of the night is that Queen and Tekla were okay. Okay, after the match, later in the pay per view event, they were still battling. They're in a rivalry. They're in a feud. They're
that was so
battling.
that was
Yeah.
so funny because it shows that they were fighting for like almost 3 hours straight.
Yeah, I know. Like,
That
what the
was so
hell?
hilarious.
You know that's what I hate about wrestling in general because WWE does the exact same thing. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, they do that too.
It's like, no, it's
Like
not.
it would
That's
make sense. It would make sense if like after their first brawl that they would get
yeah,
separated, and then it would cut, like a few hours later it would cut to one of them and they're just walking by, and then
yeah,
another one just blindsides and attacks them, and that starts another brawl. Like that would have
yeah.
been fine if they showed that, but the fact that it started and they were still brawling was funny.
And the story tonight, a story of that is that Jamie Hayter came back in England
Hmm.
because she's
My
British.
future wife.
Your future wife. It's good to see her
Yep.
back, but couldn't it wait till couldn't it get all the way to the ring and have her come back down to the one all the way to the ring? Like
But I mean,
it's so
like
unusual.
the the brawl started backstage and it spilled out onto the
Yeah.
entranceway. So like
Yeah,
it
you
would be
usually
kind of
don't see
stupid
return.
if they did. It would have been stupid if they went all the way down and into the ring to brawl again, in my opinion. So
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
it's fine that they didn't go out to the ring.
It's good to see her back. She's always. It's good to see her even because she always gets hurt.
Hmm.
It's holding her back. Her injury. It's just holding her back.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, then the trios match for the trios championship was the match just before the pay per view event. That was the Ops, Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe versus the Bull Club War Dogs, Clark Connors, Trilla Maloney, and Bobby X with Gato. And it's just I'm like I was watching this match. I'm like, are they gonna end this? Are they gonna finish this match before the pay per view starts? I'm like, oh my god. Is it me? Do they all sound the same? The War Dogs. Like Clark Connors, who was it, Maloney? They sounded the same when we're cutting like a promo. It's like,
Yeah, I barely know the lesser known ones. I only know like
yeah,
the top War Dogs, like Gabe Kidd and David Finley.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the other ones, like it's in 1 year
I
and out 1 year for their names.
I heard of Clark Connors. I know he's been.
I know Clark Connors too, but like everyone else, like Robbie X, I don't know who that is, and then the
What
other
I
guys,
thought
I don't
Clark
know who their
Connors
names.
almost signed. Didn't Clark Connors almost sign a WWE a couple years ago?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously, Samoa Joe. Yeah, the Ops won. Obviously. Then we got to the actual pay per view, which started off with Adam Copeland, Christian Cage versus Killswitch and Kip Sabian. So the thing with this match, right, is that well, technically in this role, Christian Cage is supposed to be the baby face, but he still acted like a heel. He just wasn't
Yeah.
heel to well, he kind of was a little bit heel to Adam Copeland when Killswitch got in. He tagged in Adam Copeland. Adam Copeland, come on,
Mhm.
Chris. Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
And but eventually Christian Cage is like screw it and wrestled against Killswitch. Killswitch is a good chokeslam. There's some people
Yeah.
who should not do chokeslam.
I do like Kill Switch a lot.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's some wrestlers or some people should not do a chokeslam. It doesn't look good when they do it. He does it good.
Mhm.
Does it good. And of course, this makes sense. So, like, this is a point where on Dynamite, they agreed to help with each other's problems. Right? Adam Cole agreed to help Christian Cage with his problem, and vice versa. Right? And Nick Wayne is hurt. I've noticed he didn't come to the ring. I know he's on crutches, but it was the mother came. The mother came instead, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was really hurt on purpose. I actually thought like when Killswitch returned, I thought it was gonna be like Nick Wayne was pretending to be hurt, and he'll sneak up behind and try to hit them with the crutch. Because you know how in wrestling, WWE, AEW, you know they pull that video wrestlers on the screen, right? And it's recorded. They pretend it's like actually live or whatever, right? Like, but it's really recorded, and then all of a sudden they sneak up behind them, something like that. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Well, his injury is legitimate, though.
Yeah, it is. So. Yeah, it is. But you never know AEW. They wrestle legit injuries. Look at the two wrestlers who are going to be out for a while. Yeah, but Edge and some of this is hard, but Adam Copeland and Christian Cage got the win. They shake hands, right? It's gonna happen. I mean, they're building up to them when they hug. That's gonna be in Toronto. That's gonna be right.
Yeah. Yeah, and it'll probably be for the tag team titles as well.
I'm kind of surprised about the tag team titles. I will get to that because I didn't do predictions, but I wouldn't have guessed the winners of that match would be who won. I don't think anybody did. I don't think anybody did.
Well, Brodito are fucking hot right now, so
yeah, but you got two tag teams with major stories, especially FTR, where they're heading like one of the biggest wrestlers in the world, right? Like for 2 decades, 3-0, right? Then we got Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi from New Japan for the TNT Championship. Good match. It
was. That was one of the best matches of the night. In my opinion.
I seen Takahashi wrestle in New Japan. I think he's a guy when his contract's up, AEW should try to go after when he's a free agent. Because I like him. I like how he's very talented. Kyle Fletcher, Kyle Fletcher's never going to lose them. They're never going to put the TNT title on a New Japan wrestler.
They're not.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. But it was a good match overall. And we'll see where Kyle Fletcher goes from here. So we got the next was for the TBS Championship, the Fatal 4-Way. Mercedes Moné defeated Alex Windsor, who's from the UK, right? She's British too. Bullzilla and Persephone. And let me tell you, this Bullzilla, I know she's stardom. She's only been here for a few months, but I don't know her contract length is. But she's somebody that is going to have interest from these two companies when she's free agent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you didn't go after her when her contract expired for Marigold, and she signed with Stardom.
Maybe Stardom will get a little bit more exposure.
I think Bozilla's father, I forget his name, but I think he actually works for WWE too.
I think his father was. I think her father was a wrestler. wasn't he?
I wouldn't know who he was.
Let me see if I can find.
I could have sworn Ozilla's father worked for WWE.
Yeah, she's a German professional wrestler. Let me see. Oh, she's 21 years old. She's quite young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look. I don't know how long her contract is, but to me, she screams WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Like she screams WWE type to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
she'll probably end up, in my opinion, she'll probably end up being a better Jade Cargill than Jade Cargill in WWE.
You know
I'm
what?
not gonna lie.
You know what? I don't disagree with you. I think she might be one of the bigger female wrestlers right now, and she's definitely a lot more skilled than Jade Cargill, and definitely a lot more skilled in Nia Jax in terms of right. She's still young, but you could see that she actually is coordinated. Right? She's still young, but she's just definitely there's definitely a lot of there that I see potentially, and she's definitely WWE. She's WWE type of, and AEW has to be careful because last time they had a Forbidden Door in 2024 with Mercedes Moné with Stephanie Von Kier, and look who snatched up Stephanie Von Kier. Okay.
Yep.
I don't think the New Japan wrestlers they have to worry about, but the CML wrestlers they might have to, especially the female, or Stardom wrestlers, especially female. They Persephone too. Persephone they have to be careful with. AEW has to make sure. Because don't get me wrong, like WWE has.
Well, the thing is, apparently Persephone. Apparently, she actually has a dual contract with both CMLL and AEW, so she should be safe.
Good because WWE watches AEW, they clearly do, and if there's international wrestlers they don't have no contract to AEW, don't be surprised to try to snatch them up. They did with Stephanie Von Kier.
Yep.
AEW's biggest mistake was not getting Stephanie Von Kier under contract.
At least a dual contract. At least that.
Yeah. Now, Stephanie Von Kier, I feel bad for because her title match is not happening this weekend because of Naomi's pregnancy. And I know people are
if it's vacated, then it should be Stephanie against whoever.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what it should be.
I would have done. I just would have done a gauntlet match or a battle royal, and like whoever wins tonight faces Stephanie Von Kier, and whoever wins on Clash of the Paris becomes a champion. But they didn't do that. Like, don't worry, you're gonna face somebody next week. Like what? Io Sky was supposed to be. Yeah, next week on Raw.
Oh my God.
Io Sky was supposed to have a title shot.
I thought no, never mind. No, it was Julia. I thought Stephanie was a SmackDown wrestler.
No, Julia's SmackDown.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Julia's the Women's United States Champion. And she's starting a rivalry with Mia Yim. Yeah, like Mia Yim's never gonna win a championship.
Mia Yim's still on TV?
Yeah, she's in a feud with Mia. She's in a feud with Julia. But yes, of course, Mercedes Moné would get the win here. My problem is, I like the thing about Mercedes Moné. She lost her biggest match to Toni Storm. I want her to a good story for her would be her for losing her titles. Go like on a losing streak. Lose her titles. Most of the titles she has, nobody cares about. I'm sorry. Like small promotions. Why is she? If she's a CEO, why is she going to small promotions? Like, who the hell knows about these titles? She has 9 belts.
Well, I like it. I like it because it pisses people off.
Yeah, she tends to do that.
So many people get mad that she wins a new title every month.
Yeah, but it would have been better if she. Like she loses his first match in AEW to Tony Storm. It would have been better if she starts like going on that losing streak. I don't know, a story,
Mhm.
something out of it. But yeah,
It's
but she
going
was
to
good.
happen. It'll probably start next year, if anything.
You know
Probably,
how they protected her so much because even though she lost to Tony Storm, her belt was on the line. That's protection
mhm.
right there, right? That
Yeah.
pretty. Then we got Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness. Now you're wrong on this match. You said Don Garcia was going to turn on Nigel.
Mhm. I thought because he came out with the towel, and I thought that he would
Yeah,
throw it in and screw over Nigel, and
you
then
know what I
that's
thought
when
was gonna.
the turn will happen.
You know what I thought was gonna happen after Nigel lost, and you
Mhm.
know Zack Sabre and Nigel they kind of like shook hands, I think, or something like that. And Don Garcia was. I thought Don Garcia was gonna turn there and just like blind shot, blind shot Nigel.
Mhm.
The thing is, I don't know why. I don't know. I want you to understand. I want you to explain this. Why are so many people like Don Garcia? He's generic. All he has is that dance, but he's very generic.
Mhm.
There's nothing about him. He
He
has no
is
person.
he is good in the ring, but yeah, like he should definitely try to be more charismatic. He
Yeah,
should
and
try to find a new character for him too as well. And if it means turning heel, then I'm all for that.
no, it helped with Jack Perry because Jack Perry had that
Mhm.
issue too, right?
Yeah.
Before he became a heel. Sometimes a heel turn for boring generic babyface is the best thing because when you
Mhm.
turn heel, you can express maybe more of a personality out of you. You
Yeah.
get more out of you, right? And then that helps you eventually become when you turn babyface again. Look at WWE, for example. Roman Reigns is a babyface right now, but he still acts like
Mhm.
kind of like the old Roman Reigns when he was a heel. He
Mhm.
just but he's a babyface, you know. Austin, when he was a heel, as a babyface, he still acted like a heel.
Mhm.
It could work. Like yeah, Don Garcia needs personality, he needs character. That dance, great, that dance, but come on, like you need more. You need more.
Mhm.
Okay.
Especially considering they paid Daniel Garcia last year. Apparently, he's one of the
Yeah.
higher paid wrestlers on the roster.
Him?
They
Really?
definite, yeah, because him and Swerve, I believe, signed their extensions the same day. I think,
Oh, okay. I can see
yeah,
why
because it
Swerve
was
would.
it was when they were in London last year for All In.
Okay.
So I think that that since they paid Swerve, and I think Swerve is like 2 or 3 highest paid in AEW right now. I assume
Whoa,
Daniel
whoa.
Garcia is at least top 10.
Whoa. Top 10. Like he's making more. Like you think of top 10, you have like Kenny Omega, the
I
Young
believe
Bucks.
he is. I believe he is.
Wow. For a mid carder, I'm sorry. That's
We
kind of.
won't know for sure, but yeah, I do believe they paid a lot because Daniel Garcia was off of the I believe he was off of the roster officially. It's on the website. I believe
Oh,
he was taken off of that because his contract expired and he did hit free agency. So I think they
with
paid more to keep him back.
was I didn't hear any rumors of WB interested in him.
I'm sure they were interested in him.
Sure.
I'm sure they were.
But like he's a mid carder, he shouldn't be the top 10
Mhm.
in money. I'm sorry. I mean, he should get good money, but like he's not a main. He's not
Yeah,
Moxley. He's not
I think
Omega.
they
You know,
paid they I think they paid him that much because they wanted to bring him back. That's
they
it.
were they wanted
They
maybe
were
they were
afraid that he was
scared.
going to go somewhere else. Yeah,
Yeah, they were
I'm pretty
scared.
sure that's why he's making that much. So if he is making that much, then actually do something with it. Take risks with him and change his character up a bit,
Turn heel, man.
if you
Have him
ask
turn
me.
heel.
Yeah, or come up with something where, like, if he maybe it doesn't have to be a heel turn,
This
but just come
is
up with something different for him.
this is a problem with AEW. They tend to push mid carders and they want to make them bigger stars, but they stop the tracks
Mhm.
sometimes. WWE does it
Yeah,
too, but um,
yeah.
so
Like if
well,
WWE does it arguably worse because look at the R Truth thing when he came back
that
as Ron Killings.
That failed
And
because
then
he kind of had to force John Cena to turn babyface again because he knew that
yeah,
wasn't working.
but like now he's back to being the R-Truth he was like 4 months ago.
Yeah, pretty much. He's back. He's revert back to. He's not Monk Killings anymore. Yeah,
Yeah, that was terrible. That was a
yeah.
horrible decision.
Well, they dropped the ball on that because of the Cena heel turn thing. Like,
Well, they dropped the ball on the Cena heel turn itself as
yeah,
well.
yeah. But Cena did eviscerate Logan Paul on the mic, SmackDown. Oh.
I didn't see that. I did not see that. Actually.
Oh, you gotta watch. Just watch it on YouTube. They were WWE's YouTube. It's probably there. Oh, I think I do have it on my channel too. Sorry. Brody King and Bandito defeated the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin, FTR, Cashmere, and Dax Harwood. I'm surprised.
What pissed me off about this match was literally like 2 or 3 days ago, they posted that it was an elimination match.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. And then for some reason it's not out of nowhere when the match actually happened. That pissed me off.
Yes. I don't know if there's a botcher at the end. It felt like somebody missed a timing. I don't know if there's a botcher at the end. But I'm kind of surprised that I know you said Bandito's the team of Bandito's hot, but I'm kind of surprised the Hurt Syndicate loses it and FTR loses it because what storyline FTR is going into. I mean, now that Edge, Adam Copeland, and Christian, they face FTR at Toronto. Well, it's not going to be for the tag team titles, which I think it should be.
No.
But
either they're gonna face FTR at All Out, or they're gonna face Brodito for the tag titles.
Yeah, it'll be face versus face.
Yeah.
Right.
But if I had to choose, I would have a different tag team.
Yeah, because if
go after the tag titles.
If Brodito's gonna face Copeland and Christian.
It could be a rematch as well. Like the Hurt Syndicate could try to get the titles back.
I'm just saying, like, if they decide to do Brodito versus Copeland and Christian in Toronto, they're not going to be champions for long.
Yeah.
Hey, but
if this was Vince booking it, then it would go that, and then Edge and Christian would win the titles.
Yes,
but then they would immediately drop it back on like the next episode.
If Vince is booking it, they would lose to Toronto, Copeland, and Christian, because it does to do that. It does to make hometown heroes lose.
Mm-hmm.
Except, Edge's last match was in Toronto, but that was during Triple H era, and he did win on SmackDown. Yeah, but you're right. They tend to do lose in like John Cena's last match in Boston. I know a traditionalist, a WWE wrestler, like if you're in the wrestling, you know the industry has always been in an industry that the right thing to do when your last match in the company or wherever is always to put somebody over before you lose. But it's John Cena, they're going to make John Cena lose his last match.
There's specific times where like it's okay if they're a big enough legend, it's okay if they win their last match.
Yeah, if there's no title on the line, fine, right? If there's a title on the line, you can't lose that. If there's no title on the line, why not? Why not?
Yeah, because of winning a vacant title in pro wrestling it's not as special.
And it's also in his hometown, Boston. Like you got the location is also important, right?
Yeah.
And this is John Cena. This is not like freaking Goldberg, okay? Like this is John Cena. This is arguably a top 5 most influential, biggest wrestlers of all time. Mm-hmm. So, we'll see. It'll be interesting what they do in December. Like, who will be his last opponent? Now, I know I mentioned a bunch of names of SmackDown. Like, I know you didn't see the promo, but a bunch of names of SmackDown: Dom, AJ Styles, Jacob Fatu, the Usos. I don't want any of those to be his last opponent.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't. I don't think that'd be appealing at all. Oh, he said Seth Rollins. Yeah, he'll probably face Seth Rollins.
It probably will be Seth. Now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, but Seth Rollins is champion, then Cena's not going to win that match. Or he might, he might lose, but he might get the last laugh after all. Something like that. And get the upper hand after losing. And then retire. I don't know.
It would be funny if they had Cena win it and then he just retires as World Heavyweight Champion and then immediately vacates the title. That would be fucking funny.
18th time vacates the title. He should. I know he should, just to hell of it. It might piss people off. I just love
so he'll be an 18-time world champion.
And all one company. Ric Flair says he has a record. Yeah, but how many companies did he do it with? You won the world championship in WWE also. Oh yeah, okay. So Ric Flair won 16 titles, but across multiple companies. Cena did all in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny. I think. Okay, no. All right. Kazuchika Okada versus Swerve Strickland. Now, I thought this match would go longer. It was a good match. I thought this match would go longer, but the reason why I would think it didn't go longer is because of Swerve.
Because of the segment, actually. I think that's why.
Yeah.
The match wasn't that long.
You also had the torn meniscus, right? You don't want to go long. You don't know how long it could take a torn meniscus. You could actually torn meniscus. You could decide to have a surgery, or you could heal on its own, which is not Rise. It's Rise to use a surgery, right?
Yeah.
But Alcohol Okada is going to retain because we all know he's planning to go surgery. I believe 2 days from today, 27th. I think it was reported. He's gonna have surgery on the 27th on the torn meniscus, right?
Yeah.
And he saw.
And he tore his meniscus. He tore his meniscus years ago in NXT as well.
Did he get surgery then?
That's what a lot of people. No, he never got surgery for it. I guess it never fully healed. I guess so. He's been working with that for the past 6 years.
He needs a surgery now because it probably got worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could go with the torn meniscus without getting surgery, but to me, it's not really wise. And a torn meniscus it's not a year-long injury. It could be half a year injury. It's not. It depends, but it depends on severity, I guess, because
and it also depends because a lot of people that tear their meniscus also tear other things as well in their knee.
Yeah, exactly. But the story is Wardlow. He just goes after Prince Nana. That Don Callis faction, they all come out to hug him. He hugs Don Callis. Takasha comes out. It's the last guy, and he just gives him shaking his head, look like, oh, I'm impressed. Like Takasha's. Here's the thing, Takasha won a G1, right?
Yep.
They're building up the Takasha in New Japan and AEW to a point where Takasha is it's gonna happen. Takasha's gonna leave and turn face. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, exactly. Because look, the two of the biggest egos that Don Callis has managed are all baby faces now. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. It's gonna happen to one of these people, right? Who? It's gonna be Takasha. Because you have Okada there. I mean, Okada has to be the biggest star in that faction. Sorry. It's Okada, man. Like, nobody in that faction is as big as Okada. And I don't think, and since Takasha, even though Wrestle Kingdom is not for 5 months, him wrestling for the New Japan title, that'll elevate him, right? That'll obviously elevate him. You can't have that, and Okada probably cannot have that. And okay,
that's the storyline right there, though.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I think that's going to be a storyline right there. I think that's what they're going to build. Some people are going to be like, they cannot have 2 Japanese wrestlers in it.
Well, Takesha's under a triple contract, though. He's under a contract with AEW, New Japan, and DDT.
Yeah,
DDT is a is a comedy promotion in
Yep.
Japan.
Yep. Yeah, there was I don't know. I don't know what the documentary is, but there was a documentary on DDT Wrestling when Takasha, like a very young Takasha, was in it. I watched it.
That's where Kota Ibushi came from too.
Yeah, Kota Ibushi. Yeah. This was when Takasha didn't have long hair like he had now. He had like short hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't they make you, if you have long hair, don't they make you cut it in Japan? I could have sworn I heard something like that.
Depends how long, right? Because there's some because like Hermuna Takahashi and Tanahashi have long hair, but it's like shoulder length.
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah,
right.
But I also remember Hiroshi Tanahashi when he was young. He had short hair when he first started.
Yeah,
in the New Japan dojo.
Shinsuke Nakamura had short hair.
Yeah, he did too. Because I could have sworn that, like, if you go there, like, if you have long hair, you have to cut it.
I think you're right.
I could have sworn it was a thing in Japan.
I think you're right. You got to get a New Japan expert.
I don't know for sure, but I could have sworn that was a thing that I heard.
All right. Timeless Tony Storm versus Athena. Timeless Tony Storm won with submission. Yeah, she won a submission.
Which, in my opinion, needs to happen more often. More people need to win by submission in all of wrestling. Because if you notice in WWE, like, rarely does anyone win with a submission.
You're right. The only person I know that wins a submission is like Charlotte Flair, because her finishing move is a submission move. Mm-hmm. So obviously she would win with that. Like Becky used to use a disarmer as a finisher, but now she has that rock bottom like move, right?
Yeah, it looks awful. Like, I don't think Becky should be using that move.
No. She struggles with it at times. I don't know who else in WWE has submission that finishes people off. Oh, Gunther sometimes uses.
I mean, Gunther has a rear naked choke.
Rear naked choke, yeah. But sometimes you use a power bomb.
Yeah, he has a rear naked choke, but rarely does anybody even tap to it. They always pass out to it. So. And then Roxanne in NXT, she had the crossface.
Yeah, but she doesn't use that anymore. She uses the pop lock.
Yeah.
As a finisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know many wrestlers. Oh, Natalia has a sharpshooter, but I don't think she's won a match in a million years with it.
I don't think she's even won a match in WWE in years.
Oh, Rusev. They don't tap out. They pass out the Rusev, right? The accolade. Rusev or Miro, whatever you want to call him. He does his finisher as a submission, but they tend to pass out.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to tap out if you're in that position, anyways, because your hands are kind of.
And it's hard to say I quit because he has like his arms around his the opponent's like face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But in jiu-jitsu and in MMA, like, it's possible to tap out with your foot, which they should explain that in pro wrestling. Like, you should be allowed to tap out with your foot, in my opinion.
You know what's funny in wrestling? When somebody has a submission move and they're pelting their like hand on the mat, like they're struggling to get out, but doesn't count as a tap out. Mm-hmm. You ever seen that?
Well, you can tell what is and what isn't a tap out. Like, if someone is banging like their fist on the mat because they're in pain, like, that's not a tap out, clearly.
It looks really, really weird. I wonder what Athena's going to do. Billy Starks. Hangman Page.
She's going to hit her. She's going to hit her 1,000 days as Ring of Honor champion.
The longest one.
And then, if you ask me, I think eventually you'll have to bring Athena in full time in AEW. And when you do that, Athena should probably just vacate the title the same way that Asuka did with the NXT title.
Yeah, Athena should be more.
Because I don't think anybody is going to beat Athena, especially on Ring of Honor.
Athena needs to be on AEW TV. Okay. Mm-hmm. She's that good. That good. Like
Yes, she is.
WWE lost a gem there. There's so much to get done with her. WWE, they just
Hmm.
uh now Hangman Page versus MJF. Now, obviously in this match, so MJF this doesn't count with his contract, right? Um, right. So he gets technically still gets
Hmm.
another.
Which was the
Yeah.
spoiler of who was going to win the match, by the way.
Of course, exactly. Like they gave it away. I mean, even with the contract or no contract, I still would have picked Adam Page. But also, Adam Hangman
Hmm.
Page could be he'll lose the title if he gets disqualified, right, or a count out, right? And the ironic thing is
Yep.
he did use a weapon, but the ref didn't see it. And
Yeah.
MJF was trying anything. He was even trying to get to a point where Hangman Page had like a ring. Was it the? He had two rings, right? Because I know MJF won two of the. What's the rings he won? The first he defeated Hangman Page for the first ring like 5 years ago. But I also think he had another in the same kind of match. He
Yeah.
had another ring, right? Um, he wanted Hangman Page to hit
Hmm.
him in the face with the ring. I think he even spit at him. Because obviously, if he hits him with the ring, he gets the cue and he gets the title. So like MJF is just trying whatever it takes to
Hmm.
get Hangman Page to lose it, right?
Hmm.
But in the end, the referee got distracted or whatever. MJF, Hangman Page hit him with the was it the what did he hit him with? It's not a briefcase. What was it? It was a
Yeah, it's
contract.
the
He hit him with the
contract.
contract.
It's the what's the actual metal thing
Oh,
called?
I just called it a
Trying to
pad or
remember.
something. Yeah.
Because it's the thing where like it's a board where you put paper
Yeah,
on so you can write on it while you're holding it.
I just call it
Is it a
clipboard. I
clipboard?
call it
Is that what
clipboard.
it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's a clipboard.
yeah, because yeah. So he hits him with that. He hits him with the clothesline. I was gonna say Bronco Buster. Like what was it? What's the clothesline name? Um, Buckshot.
It's
Yeah, I
the
almost called
buckshot
it
lariat.
Buckshot Lariat. Yeah. Um,
Mhm.
and he gets the win. MJF is. MJF is still technically still has the contract. He can still cash it in uh, whenever he wants. I feel like he's not. I feel like MJF is going to do that. I feel like MJF is going to cash in the contract. It's going to be like a Seth Rollins thing where,
No. They can't cash in anymore.
oh,
It's
what
not
is
a
it?
cash
Oh, it
in
has to be a
device
regular
anymore.
match.
So yeah. So Tony, after Forbidden
Go
Door
on.
during the press conference, he said that all Casino Gauntlet contracts they have to give a week's notice before turning it in.
Oh, so it has to be. So it'll be turned into an actual match. Like
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. So good. That's smart. It's smart.
Yeah, because I didn't like how they did it last year
Oh yeah, the Luchasaurus shit.
because it was
Luchasaurus and Christian.
basically a
Yeah,
catch.
or
Yeah,
Killswitch.
and then Christian had cashed in and he made the match between
And he
Moxley
fucked
and
everything
Copeland a
up,
triple
right?
threat
And that's a Moxley retained. Yeah,
because of it.
that,
Yeah,
that was a revolution, right?
yeah,
I remember that.
yeah. That was a
Yeah,
revolution earlier this year.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that shit's not gonna
Oh
happen anymore,
yeah,
thankfully.
yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it was a ladder match which Killswitch won. Then he gave it to Christian, right?
No, the Casino Gauntlet match was
One.
what Christian won. The ladder match you're thinking of
Oh,
was
okay.
the trios titles
Okay.
that the Patriarchy won. Because if you remember when they were trios champions, Christian Cage held
Oh
all
yeah,
three
yeah.
belts with them. Yeah. So then later on in the night, the Christian won the Casino Gauntlet because Killswitch had I forgot what move he hit. I think it was Was it Kyle O'Reilly that got pinned?
Might have been.
Can't remember who it was that he pinned, but Kill Switch hit his finisher on Kyle O'Reilly, and then he put Christian Cage over.
I remember that. Yeah,
Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I remember that. And now look where we are now, a year later. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The main event, this match was crazy. Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Darby Allin, Hiro Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay defeated Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, John Moxley, the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, and Gabe Kidd, with Mira Shafir and Rita by pinfall. Now, earlier in the show, the Young Bucks were backstage, basically bullying in props and
the props department.
You see on the table, like all about the props are for like under the ring and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like also like, you better give us theme music too, like good theme music or things like a proper introduction.
They said give them their old theme music.
Yeah.
So he gave them their early indies music.
He said
back.
They say old theme music, funny. Right? So
yeah.
I mean they kind of set themselves up for that.
Yeah.
I remember that Young Bucks team when they were in TNA. They're called Generation Me. Oh.
Yeah. It's too bad TNA didn't do anything with them. Because that was Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo. I think were in the company, and Hogan. Yeah, they were all in the company at the time. Yeah, that was early 2010s. Right?
2009, 2010s. Yeah. I mean, Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo working in the same company, TNA, Hogan. They did a lawsuit with each other.
That was a fucking nightmare.
Because what happened to Bash at the Beach and all the foil from Bash at the Beach? Oh, like Dixie thought it'd be a good idea. Like, okay. Like Dixie's so competent. I mean, she might have owned it at the time, her family, but the management was incompetent.
It's because she didn't understand. She didn't understand the business. No. That's what Dutch Mantel has said that because he was working there at the time. I think he was a producer. Yeah, and he said that Dixie Carter just didn't understand the business, and that's why TNA was so bad at that time.
It's really also about Dixie. Like TNA had talent, but behind the scenes, it's incompetent.
Yeah, they had a lot of talent because a lot of them were old Ring of Honor alumni, like AJ Styles.
Yeah, they had a lot of crossover Ring of Honor.
Guys like that. Yeah.
A lot of the early, like Christopher Daniels, Low Key, CM Punk when he was there. Like CM Punk was.
CM Punk was briefly there. Yeah.
Jay Lethal went back to Ring of Honor. Jay Lethal became a huge star in Ring of Honor after he left TNA. I mean, look, TNA's in a better spot than it ever was. Even though TNA,
they're better off
even though
now.
back then TNA had more recognizable wrestlers than they have now, right? TNA back.
They had an actual TV deal too.
Yeah. But they actually behind the scenes, they actually have wrestling people running the show. Know what they're doing. But this match was, oh my god! So this match was a cage. This match, the cage was around the whole ring, right? It was not like Hell in a Cell, which is covers that was covered the whole ring and outside.
Yeah, it was. The best way to describe it is, it was basically like a War Games cage, but just one single cage, not the double cage that they use. That's like the best way to describe what it looks like.
This is the second time they had this kind of match, right? I think the last time they had this kind of match wasn't that with they weren't the Death Riders then. The Blackpool Combat Club versus the Elite. Is that the last time they had this kind of match? Like 2 years ago? I don't.
Was it 2
years ago? Isn't that when Doncaster turned on Omega?
Because it might have been, but wasn't that a blood and guts match? Actually,
did they have a blood and guts match this year? surprised.
Not this year, no. I actually think they're going to do a women's blood and guts match. Actually,
Yeah, the thing
I think
is
that's
they
what they're
should,
building
because
to.
if WWE does women's war games, why not do blood and stuff like that for AEW? Like,
Yeah, like I don't think AEW should do a men's blood and guts match this year because they just had the
yeah,
lights out match. But a women's blood and guts
I
match, yeah,
kind
that
of
should
miss
happen.
Stadium Stampede, honestly. I wish they do bring back Stadium Stampede. I thought it was kind of fun. But yeah,
They should do it next year when they're in Wembley.
Golden
Have it
Soccer
basically
Stadium.
be anarchy in the arena, but in Wembley.
And also,
That would be cool.
yeah, I like those matches. That's what I like about AEW. WWE from time to time will have like those really crazy special kind of matches, but AEW does a lot more common. I miss those kind of matches. I like the WWE. I miss those kind of matches. I like how the AEW does that because they want to make it not just always a single match or tag team match. It's always regular singles match, regular tag team match. I always like to be creative most of the time, and because WWE usually when they do these kind of matches, usually like a no DQ match, a last man standing match, a no holds bar match, a ladder match. You know, they really don't. They really don't.
And then if it was WWE like 5 years ago, they would do
Oh yeah, they
2 out
really
of
don't.
3 falls
They really do
matches
anything
like
new
crazy.
with matches.
Mm-hmm.
But this match, gummy worms. Not gummy bears. My bad. Gummy bears.
Yeah, gummy bears. Yeah, it's actually a callback to a spot that they did in PWG like 10 years ago.
PWG
as well, because I forgot what the exact storyline was, but they pissed someone off, and then I guess that person had replaced thumbtacks in the bag with gummy bears at PWG all those years ago, and they were mad when they poured out the gummy bears.
Thumbtacks is dangerous, but you know how dangerous it is to get kicked with gummy bears in your face. I mean, you can accidentally. You better spit it out because if you don't, you spit it out obviously. But if you can accidentally like choke on it, even though it's small. Like you gotta be careful because this match is careful. It's dangerous anyway. But it's funny to see gummy bears. They use everything in this match: tables. There's blood. Oh yeah, that's my thumbnail. The fork. I think Moxley was literally trying to like rip off Darby Allin's ear. Like that's what I thought he was trying to do. Like,
doesn't Darby Allin have a plug? Didn't he have plugs in his ear? So he has that massive like it's like that massive like hoop piercing. Yeah, apparently I guess Moxley was trying to like
Darby Allin
cut that hoop open.
Like a pull
maybe
McFoley when McFoley's ear got in that I know
that was an accident with Foley though.
But like Foley, he always does this thing when he always gets flip over the ropes. He makes sure to get his head between the ropes, look like he's choking. And I think he's done with barbed wire ropes at one point, a couple times. Like, you know how dangerous that is.
Yeah,
like McFoley didn't care. And McFoley, when he quit wrestling full time after No Way Out, he was in his 30s. He wasn't that old. Like.
Yeah, because he fucked up his own body that badly.
Yeah. But
because I think Darby is around the same age that Foley was when Foley retired.
Darby has done a lot more dangerous spots than Foley.
Yeah, I mean Darby just does more dangerous things in general.
Than Foley. And
yeah.
Like Darby is not gonna have a long career. Like Darby, it's amazing how Jeff Hardy is going this long. I think
it's probably the drugs that keeps Jeff Hardy going. I'm not gonna lie.
You see the Hardy, so like you see him in TNA. It's good to see him, but you could tell like
they are definitely washed.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Especially
so them against the Dudley Boys in like a month or two. I'm not looking forward to that match.
Devon's wrestled in a while.
Yeah, I don't know how Devon is even cleared to wrestle.
And Matt Hardy, you see him walk. He's actually struggling to walk at times. It's like this is a problem with wrestlers. Most of them don't realize that. Sorry, but like, listen to your body, please. Don't kill it. Like, come on. And like, there's wrestlers that go wrestle in their 50s and 60s. I mean, AEW and WWE has a bunch of wrestlers in their 50s. Like Adam Copeland's in his 50s. Cena's getting his 50s.
The thing with Copeland was
Yeah.
he didn't wrestle for 10 years. Like, I think it was his entire 40s.
So yeah, he can allow his body
wrestle.
to rest up and heal up as much as possible.
Yeah.
His neck, obviously. If his neck wasn't, if his neck wasn't up to par where we wanted to be, obviously he would be coming back to wrestle, right? And that's the Will Ospreay, right? He has neck problems, right? The Will Ospreay, that's what they killed him off. They killed him off. God, that was a vicious right off, man. Oh my God, the chair around his neck. Oh my God! Now he's probably gonna be out a year, maybe more.
Yeah, he's got to be out for about a year.
And I can't wait till he comes back, because when he comes back, he has to go after Moxley.
He'll probably come back at All In Wembley next year.
Because we need that one-on-one match with him and Moxley. You know, get revenge. He has to get revenge on these guys. But man, like Will Ospreay, like he takes a lot of punishment because he does do a lot of crazy stuff. Like he's not Daredevil like to like Darby Allin, because Darby Allin was always Darby Allin's crazy. But Will Ospreay does some dangerous stuff. Like that should, as he gets older, probably tone down a bit. Like,
yeah, he's definitely gonna have to change his style. I mean, he's already kind of did. He's not as high flying.
He's a little stronger
now, or he wasn't as high flying in recent years, the way he was earlier in his career. But yeah, he's probably gonna definitely have to completely overhaul his moveset.
As you get older, some of the stuff you used to do when you're younger, you can't do when you're older. In sports or wrestling in general, right? You can't. Right, your athleticism leaves you, man. You could be still in good shape for your age, stuff like that, but your athleticism eventually will start to go decrease. Like your athleticism will start to go away, right? Like in sports, right? You're still in sports. There's a reason why a lot of athletes don't play after they're 40, right? Like, and wrestling, it's amazing how wrestlers wrestle into their 50s. Okay, it's amazing. But like Will also,
they usually do it because they change their style. They work a much safer style. Usually.
And I think, like to me, Darby Allin, when he gets older, he's not gonna change his style. I think he's not gonna change his style. I don't think he'll change his style at all. Will Ospreay, at least Will Ospreay acknowledges it. Like Kenny Omega had to change his style a bit, right? Like Kenny Omega's in his 40s now, right? It's like,
and he had diverticulitis. So
and you can see Kenny Omega, like Kenny Omega's still in decent shape, but he was in better shape before that. You could tell he has a little fat on him now. Yeah,
I mean he almost died, so whatever he needs.
There's a medical reason.
To still be alive.
Medical reason, for sure. And well, I mean that's the thing. Like WWE does play it safer because they tend to do those big spots when it's a big event. NXT doesn't though. Like NXT, I feel like WWE uses a table a lot more now, the announce table, in every single match now.
Yeah,
that wasn't a Vince thing. Like. And that
wasn't it earlier this year where WWE basically they didn't stop doing announce table spots, but the announce tables stopped collapsing.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
They don't collapse. Yeah. I mean, look, announce table. Yeah, right. It's like you have to get all the stuff off the monitors, everything off quick. And you can fuck up. Like you could fuck up an announce table. I'm doing a move in an announce table, or like move off the
Mhm.
top of the announce table, because you could fuck up you could more than you could fuck up on a regular table, right? You don't want to hit your head
Mhm.
on the side of an announce table or even a regular table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just in general, like JD McDonough broke his rib because it
yeah,
landed on the
yeah. You
side of
don't
the
want you
table.
don't want to land on the edge. That's for sure of a table. An announce table has like the padding underneath, like for the fall and stuff. Like um,
Mhm.
but yeah, oh man, that was AEW Forbidden Door. I still think all in was better.
It was, yeah.
The matches are better. Here so yeah, like Will Swerve is gone. Will Ospreay is gone for. He'll
Hmm.
be out longer in Swerve, that's for sure. Like that's two big
Yeah.
stars.
Swerve will be back probably
Yeah,
at the
probably.
beginning of next year,
Yeah,
maybe.
2 minutes is like half a year, maybe usually.
Hmm.
So that's two big stars. That's like WWE losing like Seth Rollins and I don't know, like Randy Orton. Or
That was that was WWE 2 years ago when they lost to Cody and
oh
Randy
yeah,
at the
Randy
same
was
time.
out year and a half.
Yeah, Randy was
Yeah,
out for a while. Yeah.
yeah, and now there's obviously opportunity. I mean, Hangman Page is still the champion. Who go up against Hangman? What happened? I mean, Darby Allin still need to do Darby and Moxley 1-on-1, and that won't be
Hmm.
a regular singles match.
Yeah, that'll probably be at maybe
Yeah,
Full
maybe
Gear.
it can't be a regular singles match. Eventually, they win another match 1-on-1. If it's a regular singles match, I'll be like, "What the fuck, AEW? What are you doing? You got these guys who
Hmm.
kill each other.
It might be
Yeah,
a lights out match. It's
yeah.
possible it
It'll
could
be
be a lights
something
out
where they kill
match.
each other's bodies, right? To put their bodies on, or try to kill each other. It has to
Yeah.
be, right?
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah. Like those two are specifically
yeah.
the hardcore wrestlers of the roster. Because if you know Moxley's history in CZW,
Oh,
you
he's
know that
nuts.
Moxley is
Yeah, he's
batshit
batshit crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you saw in WWE is like a watered down version. I think they kind of made it to a joke.
Yeah. It was so
Yeah.
watered down. But I mean, I understand why. Because even the CZW stuff like that was going too far
Mm-hmm.
at times, in my opinion.
I wonder what's up next for Tony, Mercedes. But yeah, all right. So that was
Mm.
AEW. So
With with Tony, I think that you're gonna eventually have to make the story with Jamie Hayter and Tony
yeah,
Storm, because I don't think Jamie Hayter should just be okay with Tony in general, because she was the one that put Jamie
well,
Hayter out for over a year
yeah,
in the first place.
yeah. And that's been 2 years ago, right? Like when that happened, right? When
Yeah, yeah, that
what
was
do they
like two
call
and a
it?
half years ago. Yeah,
Not the Riot Squad. What was it called? The Riot Squad done beat, but they had Ruby Riot. What was it called? Social? What were they called? Outcast.
they
Yeah,
were the outcasts. They were
yeah.
the outcasts.
Paige or Soraya, Ruby. Yeah, I remember when it was reported. Was it Double or Nothing? Right? How about Double or Nothing? Right? There was
Yeah.
reports before the show that Jamie is hurt, and and nobody knows what's going to happen in the match. The match did happen, but it was like a 2-minute match where they basically squash her, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Because they put her on the shelf. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think the problem with that is Jamie Hayter is like she can't stay healthy. I mean, yeah, there's definitely like the thing is she's a face. She's a baby face right now. So is Tony Storm.
Hmm. Yeah. But I think the best thing to do is to turn Jamie Hayter
Yeah.
heel eventually. You don't have to
No,
do it right away, but you have to
no,
slowly
yeah.
build to it.
I think that's now for Mercedes Monet, TBS. Build a woman up. Build a woman up where we can see actually potentially beating Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship. I feel like they haven't built up any woman that could do that.
If you ask me, it should be Willow, because Willow only got like a 2-week long title reign.
That's true.
You remember that? I think it should be Willow that eventually beats Mercedes for the TBS title.
Yeah, because we know she's beatable, man. She's lost to Tony. Obviously, Tony's is the AEW Women's World Champion. So, but she's vulnerable. She's beatable.
Mm-hmm.
Do something that help. You could build more stars. You could help build up your stars by having them beat somebody like Mercedes Moné. And I'm sure she'll be fine, man. Like Mercedes Moné, she loses the TBS champion. She's. I'm gonna say this with respect. She's Hogan of the women's division. Okay, she's like, I think she's bulletproof. Okay, like she'll be fine if she loses the TBS championship. Okay, she'll be fine. All right.
She will.
We're not gonna end it here. We're not ending it here. We got still time, but. So if you pay attention to the wrestling world, it's not WWE or AEW related or any other wrestling company related. Well, it kind of is, but it's like not really a big company. But you heard about Rampage Jackson's son.
Oh. Yeah. I saw that like an hour after it happened.
Yeah.
I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, so
spreading around.
So this indie promotion. I heard it's run by Rikishi.
Yeah, it's Rikishi. I think Rikishi owns it.
Okay, so Rikishi owns it. So Rampage Jackson did some wrestling in this time. He was in TNA. He did TNA crossover, right? Like
Yeah.
And he did A Train. He was remember he did A Train. He did not A Train. He did.
Yeah, he was in the reboot of
A-Team movie. Yeah,
A-Team.
With Bradley Cooper and and Liam Nielsen, but his son, right? So you saw what happened. Like, I don't know the full details. I'm trying to read it. Like, it was on Kick. Kick is taking a lot of heat. His streaming service is taking a lot of.
Yeah, like the past like month has not been good PR for Kick. There was a bunch of shit that happened.
And like
on Kick.
Blinded talked about yesterday with the guy in France how it was a French streamer, right? And
that happened on Kick too. Yeah, that happened on Kick too.
I don't know. I should be laughing, but Kick is not having a good month. Then Kick, they have to. They're gonna be in so much trouble. Be like, they have to do something. You can't have this. You can't have this.
Yeah.
Now, like. And so I guess Rampage Jackson's son might have a Kick channel. I don't know.
Apparently, he got banned on. Apparently, Kick banned his channel.
Good.
So apparently they did.
So apparently they wanted to get involved, right? But he didn't know what like a shoot or sell was fake or anything. But he also said on Kick he wanted to beat the crap out of a wrestler, right? Like or something like that, right? So the guy in the ring, what's his name? Skyler something. You see,
Stewart something. I think
that's his real name, right?
Something Stewart
Smith. Stewart Smith. Because it's the same. I remember he had the same last name as the British Bulldog, right? You see the video. Rampage Jackson's son was on top of him, hitting the guy's face, punching him in the head. I don't know, like it seemed like really quick, but it seemed like 20 times. Not fucking refereed. What the hell was that referee doing?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, it was already planned that he was going to go in there and interfere. That was the plan. That was planned out. But him actually throwing hands for real, him actually punching him that many times, that was not
real.
Planned for. So that's why nobody stepped in. Nobody stepped in because they thought that it was a part of the show. Like he was supposed to go in and take him down. That was supposed to happen, but
Somebody landed
But then
a
him
spear, and the
punching him.
spear was the cue for him to come in.
Yeah.
My guess is something between the wrestler that he took down and Rampage that has something earlier in the day. Maybe they didn't like. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what happened earlier in that day was when he when Rampage's son,
Raja,
I think his name was Raja, when he went backstage at the show, one of the wrestlers, Stewart, he cracked a fake gimmick beer can over him, and he didn't know what it was, and then he got mad at it, and then he held that animosity for him the whole night. Even though Stewart, he eventually apologized for it.
Yeah.
And then Raja, he did say that he accepted the
didn't.
apology, but
That was a lie.
he clearly did not.
Yeah.
He was clearly lying
Yeah.
about that.
And then one of the wrestlers noticed that this is real. This is real because they could tell. They could tell. And then the bigger wrestler got Rampage Raja off, and they kind of escorted him out the arena, whatever. It's not really an arena. I don't think they have an arena. The venue. Yeah.
The venue. Yeah, whatever.
Oh man, that was like it was making rounds in the wrestling world. I mean, even some wrestlers comment on it. Rampage, the father commented on it too.
Yeah, it was everywhere on. It was everywhere on wrestling pages and on MMA pages too, because it's Rampage's son.
They said
so it got viral there
too.
too.
MMA fighter. Yeah, apparently he only had one fight and he lost. Like, you consider that an MMA fighter? Come on. But oh, man, and now apparently there's the police are getting involved.
Yeah, because this happened in LA, right? Was it?
Yes, I think Los Angeles. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's where Rampage lives. So.
Like this, and look, and there's been events in wrestling. Now, not anymore, obviously, but in the territorial days where people like fans were nuts and very serious. They really hated the heels. And you hear stories about heels, how the fans are like they want to kill the heels and stuff like that. They literally kill them. They bring guns, knives, or anything like that. Like really, they really thought the heels were really in real life were despicable people. That's right. This.
Yeah, because Dutch Mantell, I think, told a story one time that he got sliced open by someone, and he didn't notice, and then he saw the security tackle the guy and beat him up, and then he looked at his arm and he saw his arm was just bleeding.
Dutch Mantell was that there when Bruce Brody got murdered.
Yeah. That was a whole nother situation, but that happened.
And I don't even think the guy got arrested. I don't even think the guy who murdered Bruce Brody got prison time. Yeah, because
he got
Puerto
off.
Rico's corrupt.
Yeah, he got off. He
right, it was corrupt. Yeah.
Well, he was a big star in Puerto Rico, and also he used the plea of self-defense, which nobody knows what really truly happened.
Yeah.
In the I think it was in the showers when he got stabbed. Yeah, so it was just them two in there. So those are the only two that know what truly happened. But yeah, he was able to successfully plead self-defense there.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have cameras. Obviously, they don't have cameras.
Also, another thing, the court subpoenas that were sent to the wrestlers, they didn't go until after the trial was already over. So that's also that's very fishy.
Yeah. And but this man, this is. I mean, we've seen. I mean, a couple of years ago, do you remember what's his name? Hannibal. But Hannibal, the hepatitis guy. Was going to send it.
I think I heard that
another story where he was a guy. He was in a mask in an Indian event, and he was like beating the crap out of the referee, going too far, or something like that. This is he was just on top of Skylar Smith, punching, and this is. Some people are saying he should be charged with murder.
I wouldn't be surprised if if he does get
Yeah,
charged
'cause
with attempted murder. I don't think it'll actually stick, to be honest, because Rampage has a lot of money, so he's gonna get good lawyers.
yeah, he
But
does have power.
yeah, like he'll definitely get charged with at least aggravated assault.
Yeah, I mean, if he does literally kill the guy, it'll be murder. No matter how much money
Mhm.
Rampage get, he'll at least do jail time.
I mean, he
Yeah,
broke his jaw. The dude is still in the
yeah, and there's a
hospital.
GoFundMe for it.
Like, yeah, he's
Yeah, what he could do is he'll get charged, and the dude will probably could sue him too. I mean,
yeah. I'm sure civilly, like that's where he'll take the most damage. Raja and
yeah,
Rampage.
and I think
Civilly,
Rampage
like
would be okay with it. Like,
they'll get.
yeah, you know what? Rampage doesn't want any bad press, man, because it looks bad on him too. Even though it's his son,
Mhm.
it still looks bad on him. Because MMA fighters
Yeah.
like have a tendency. We respect MMA fighters in the octagon for their ability to fight mixed martial arts, but outside the octagon, we don't really respect them as characters, as people, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
not like wrestlers, like
Well, the thing is with wrestlers, like if you're in the business, you know how it operates. You know what's
yeah,
a work and what's a shoot. MMA fighters,
no,
it's not the same way at all. Because a lot of MMA fighters don't even like pro wrestling because of the quote unquote fake aspect of it. So like they of course will not understand what if something is a work, they won't understand that. So they'll take everything at face value.
You should
They
see
just
MMA
don't know.
fighters like most MMA fighters that try to get out of wrestling. Most of them suck. Can't do it.
Mhm.
They can't do it.
Well, a lot of them are already
Yeah.
so beaten up from MMA that they really can't do anything.
Like Ken
pro wrestling.
Shamrock could do it. Matt Riddle could do it. Brock Lesnar could do it. Like
Yeah.
Shayna could do it.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, keep in mind, they didn't spend that long in MMA. Like Matt Riddle was in the UFC for only like 4 years.
yeah,
I think. He only had like 8 or 9 fights.
Because Dana White never liked him.
And then he left because he kept testing positive for weed, which at the time was seen as a bad thing.
Dumb.
Which in hindsight, like he should never have been fired for that, but he eventually did move to harder drugs like cocaine. That's why he got fired from WWE.
Yeah.
Because he kept testing positive for hard drugs, and then he got drunk at an airport one time.
I was about to say that, and it was like, nope, you're gone. Well, you're gone. And it's a waste too because he's so damn.
Yeah, he just became too much of a headache.
Unfortunately, like his thing with Randy Orton was one of the hottest things in WWE at the time.
And Matt Riddle was a good MMA fighter too. Like I think he only lost like 2 UFC fights.
He's just
out of the 9 or 10 however many he had.
I know
so he was good.
He's supposed to be laid back, right? He's laid back, kind of RVD stoner type. But RVD wasn't like this. Okay?
Yeah.
Like RVD was smart. No way he's doing. Matt Riddle.
Speaking of RVD, he's actually defending Raja. He's getting shit for that as well. I think he tweeted something like he has Raja's back, and a lot of people are angry at him right now.
Okay. Oh, that's just. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know why. Like I was just watching Stevie Richards' video on it. Like they made Stevie Richards and his co-host made a video on it. They're like, yeah, they're not defending this guy. Like, here's the thing. I don't know why that guy would throw a beer at him anyway.
Yeah, that's what Stewart fucked up. Yeah, like he should have known that because he thought that Raja was also a wrestler.
Oh, he thought.
Yeah, he did. He thought he was a wrestler, and then right after he did that, and then Raja got mad, and then the other wrestlers came in and separated him. They kept telling Stewart that he's not a worker.
Okay, well, the problem is he was in the locker room with a bunch of wrestlers. So if a guy,
Mhm.
if you see a guy who's in the wrestling locker room, you automatically assume he's a wrestler, right? Right.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
do I blame? Okay. I mean, I wouldn't throw that at at a, a new person, whatever. But if you're in the wrestling locker room,
Mhm.
you're gonna automatically assume everybody there's a wrestler, unless you know the person. Like nobody knows
Yeah.
Rampage's son. I'm sorry. Who the hell knows Rampage's son besides? Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't. I knew
sure.
Rampage had sons, but I
Yeah,
just didn't know
exactly.
who
That's
his
my
sons
point.
were.
Sure, he had kids, but like we don't know. Like who knew?
Yeah.
Okay, and he was just he's trying to get in the same business as his father, but he was still young, right? He still was up and comer,
Mhm.
so he has to make a name for himself.
Yeah. I think he's 20.
Yeah.
He's 24. I think.
Well, that's crazy, man. Maybe I should get charged for murder. Wow.
Mhm.
I don't know if he'll get charged. I don't know.
Yeah. He should at least face
Mm-hmm.
jail time, even if it's only a
Exactly.
month. Like he should still. You should just see what
Since
it's
his
like
father's rampage, he probably won't.
to
Since his father's
be
rampage,
in
actually
jail.
probably won't face any jail time.
Yeah, he probably won't get anything.
Look, man.
But
Look, man. You watched. I watched the documentary of the Cowboys. You know the story about Michael Irvin, right? Like Michael Irvin, he got busted for like cocaine and two girls and all that shit. He should have got jail time. He should have got jail
yeah.
time.
I heard that story.
But
You
he's a
should have.
cowboy. He's famous. You know.
Hmm.
Just let's be funny. Famous
Hmm.
people avoid jail time. Us too. We would not avoid jail time.
Hmm. Same thing with
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison, who's played for the Colts. He murdered some guy, and then he got off because um, he was rich enough to get the best lawyers, and
Yeah.
they got him off of that case.
Yeah. If you have enough power, enough money, you can get away with almost anything.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yep.
so we're still gonna go. I got 15 minutes left to drop anyway. So what's this? You think about Jericho? What do you think about Jericho? You think?
Mm. Well, I do think his time is up in AEW. I think he's overstayed his welcome
Yeah, the only place
because that learning
horrible.
tree gimmick, like
No,
that
that was
just did not
horrible.
go
That was
anywhere.
horrible. And
That was
in
terrible.
that gimmick, was like, "Hello, guys." I'm like, "Fuck." He when he did that gimmick,
Hmm. It was funny for like the
yeah,
first week or two,
and then
but it got old so
he
quickly, and
made
then
it
he
seem
kept
like
doing
we're
it over and over
all
again.
dumb fans and like would be autistic or something like this. You know, like we're little kids,
Hmm.
right? Like I hated
Yeah.
that game. I mean, I like Big Bill, but Big Bill needs to drop Brian Keefe. Brian Keefe to me is holding him back,
Hmm.
and he needs to go to somebody else. Uh, but yeah, with Jericho, yeah, the only place he will go back is WWE. Like, there's no other company. No other
Yeah.
company. Maybe.
He'll go back. He'll get inducted in the Hall of Fame. He'll get a couple more WrestleMania matches, and then he'll get a
Yeah.
retirement tour.
I mean, look. You know he's done well in AEW, but you can clearly see in his matches in AEW that he is slowing down. Right? He is slowing down.
Yeah. He
No,
can't keep up anymore.
exactly. And WWE is fine for that. Because of the pace that WWE goes at. So apparently his contract ends at
Hmm.
the end of the year, so he can't barely come back this year, so he can't like interact with Cena because they do have kind of a history, Jericho and Cena. I think. Correct me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong. When Jericho took his first leave of absence, is when Cena kind of rolled him off, right? He defeated Jericho and he got fired. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah, that's what I remembered. No, like people want Jericho to be in the Royal Rumble. Right? He should come back in the Royal Rumble. He's done that before,
Hmm.
man. No, don't do it. Jericho.
It's too predictable, and also, if I'm Jericho, I would not want to travel to
Oh my
Saudi Arabia
God. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna be in Saudi Arabia.
because that's in the
Well,
Rumble. Yeah, the
If you're
Rumble's
gonna
in Saudi
Rumble-
Arabia
If
next
you're
year.
gonna Rumble Saudi Arabia, Sami Zayn better not be in it. I don't.
Isn't
no, I
it
think
2
it's one
nights
night.
too, as well?
I'm just saying, Sami Zayn better not be
Okay.
in it. Because if he's in it, he's gonna win.
Yeah, he has to win
And then I won't like
if
that
he's
one.
going to be in it.
I will be against it because I don't think I'll be like, it's tokenized.
The Elimination Chamber should have been what was in Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia. You asked me. That would have been way better.
I just don't have Sami Zayn in the Rumble. Have him in another match or something. Okay?
Mhm.
Don't have him in the Rumble. Unless you're seriously really building up them to eventually become like people can take him seriously as a world title contender. Because he's always in between. He's always in the high mid cards or in the main event scene. I mean, this guy did beat Gunther at WrestleMania, okay?
Yeah.
This guy did beat Gunther at WrestleMania, okay?
Mhm.
I mean, when he beat somebody like Gunther, and yes, after defeating Gunther, Gunther went to the next level, became World Heavyweight Champion. But still, like Gunther, it's Gunther, right? Like, it's like they're always stuck in between with Sammy, right? You know what? Sammy, we're happy. We're gonna probably bring you back in the mid card picture. That's what we're doing with him on SmackDown, the United States Championship. Him back for feuding with the fake bloodline, what they call MFTs.
It's hilarious how the actual best wrestler
Yeah.
out of them is Jeff Cobb. And then so many WWE fans hate him.
Cobb. I just think he's a good wrestler. I just don't think he has a lot of charisma. Like, I mean, it works in Japan. It works in Japan because you don't need that much charisma in Japan. Honestly, that much character.
Yeah, I mean, New Japan's overall just more serious.
Yeah,
more
exactly.
Sports based.
But that's the thing. That's the thing about Jeff Cobb. Like Jeff Cobb, I mean, it's great. I mean, but Jeff Cobb's potential, and the WWE once he leaves that fake bloodline.
He had a much higher ceiling in AEW, if you ask me.
I don't know what his like. I don't see world champion like Jeff Cobb. I don't know. And Hikuleo, Hikuleo was considered one of the worst Bullet Club members.
Oh
like,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, he is. Like he's worse than.
Oh,
he's worse than
he's
his
in
own
the
cousin,
faction right now.
Tongaloa.
Yeah,
that says something.
Yeah,
that says something.
And I don't even call him. I don't even know his name in WWE. I just call him Hikuleo. But they're trying to treat him like he's a monster.
Didn't they call him Hikuleo?
I think so.
When he first debuted?
I don't remember.
Because I know they did that with Jeff Cobb, and I could have sworn they did that with Hikuleo as well. They called him when he first appeared. He was Hikuleo, and then the next week he had a new name.
Yeah, I know. For Jeff Cobb, you're right about Jeff Cobb. They did for Jeff Cobb. That's true. Mm-hmm. But I don't know for Hikuleo. I don't remember when he debuted. Was it the Backlash pay-per-view? I don't know. What was it? Was it one?
I can't remember.
I mean, like this is that. Why do they still? Like Solo Sikoa, yeah, I understand why he needs a faction because I think he would struggle on his own. Like, oh man, and it's funny because now, like,
but he's struggling in a faction now.
He is showing a lot more humor, a lot more comedy to his character. But I just don't want to see like. It feels like the bloodline stuff is going on and on. Like it's just different incarnations. And I feel it's not the same with Roman running the show. Like, and I don't know. And I don't know what's happening. I mean, Judgment Day to me is like hanging on to. But I am interested. I did like AAA Mania. That was fun for what it was. It was free on YouTube.
I didn't watch it at all.
You can probably watch it on YouTube.
I still don't want to watch it.
You see, the funny thing was the battle royal that came off the show. You said Omos, Omos, and that little midget. That's hilarious.
I saw
That's
that. I
hilarious.
saw that. Yeah,
A
Microman.
midget. He pinned the midget guy. He pinned this little person pinned Otis. That's his name.
Hmm. I saw
Oh,
Microman in GCW. I think earlier this year. He had a
nice.
match
Oh,
with
you
Matt
see.
Cardona.
So Matt
That was kind of
Cardona,
funny, but
GCW, Matt Cardona, like Killer Cross and Sky Bordeaux showed up in GCW to help out Shotzi,
mhm.
and
I still think it's a work because GCW and WWE have a sort of
yeah,
partnership.
yeah.
So until I see Killer Cross appear in like Rev Pro or
How
appear in New Japan or something,
how
then I'll start believing it's a
how
work
is
or
Shotzi
not a
not
work anymore.
AEW? Shotzi can be like the woman's version of Darby Allin. She's that crazy.
Mm.
She'll kill herself.
Mm-hmm. Didn't she get in an argument with Chris Jericho years ago?
Yeah, I think so. But
I think that's why
she's
she's not in
perfect for
AEW.
AEW because because
I think she would be a better fit than Isla Dawn, if you ask me.
too bad the Adam Dawn's debut was Megan Bain. Is Isla Dawn, is she considered all elite, or is that just yeah?
I don't
Because
know
usually
yet.
have a graphic card or something, right?
Until that's announced, then no.
Yeah, I feel
She's
bad
not.
for Isla Dawn WWE because I thought they could have done more of Isla Dawn and Kaylee Ray
Mhm.
in WWE. I mean, they should have done the supernatural things. That Isla
Mhm.
Dawn be the witch in WWE. Like Isla Dawn was right, but they really have that kind of character. Like she's always been known to portray herself as a witch or something like that, like a
Mhm.
Scottish witch, right? Like that kind of. But
Yeah.
AEW, we kind of have a witch, even though she doesn't act like a witch. Julie Hart. Right?
Mhm. I mean, Isla Dawn could join
Oh,
the
yeah.
Triangle of Madness and rename it the Square of Madness or
Yeah.
something.
But yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, I guess the thing. I mean, if Jericho leaves, maybe Shotzi will join AEW. They're just waiting. Yeah, but Shotzi is very AEW. Like she'd be like the
I feel like she could be successful
she'd
in
be a huge
AEW.
face in. She'd be a
I feel like
huge
she could.
face in AEW for the women's division.
Mhm.
Because her style of wrestling,
Yeah.
right? And the worst thing WWE did was trying to turn her heel. She's not a heel. Shotzi cannot be a heel.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
can't work as a
I
heel.
remember when they did that in WWE and they made her like shave her hair and all that shit. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Well, the real reason why she did shave her hair was because I think her sister got cancer.
But they didn't need to do that. They didn't need to do that when she turned heel, right? They could have done that when she turned face.
But they didn't need. Yeah, they didn't need to do that as a storyline.
And it didn't work when they turned her heel. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm. And then before her hair even grew back, she was already back to a face.
Yeah. Like I didn't. I mean, I understand why she shaved her hair, but I love the green hair, the long hair, and I love the tank.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's to me, she fits the bill of AEW. AEW, she fits the bill.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's getting to midnight. Thank you for coming on, man. I'm gonna try to do this again next week.
Yeah.
Later in the night, obviously, because Raw is earlier again tomorrow. I might make this a weekly show on Mondays. With place it's all about wrestling. So yeah, thank you for coming on.
So your other channel is just gonna sit there?
Yep, pretty much.
And collect dust. You should probably turn it into like just a more in general sports channel.
It's not a bad idea.
If you ask me.
Yeah. Problem is how much.
Like talk about your Talk about your shitty Toronto
Blue Jays
teams
are not
on
shit
there.
this year. They're in first place in the division. Man, go watch the Cowboys Netflix series if you want. Don't binge it though because they're long episodes. But go watch. It's very good, very good. I know you're not a Cowboys fan, but neither am I. But it's still very good.
I mean, I don't hate him as much as other
I don't
haters.
think they're really America's
I don't
team.
like
To me, no NFL team's America's team, man.
They are because they're the most popular.
But they
Everyone
haven't
either
won
likes
30
them or hates them.
I know.
I mean, neither have the
Knicks haven't won like
Knicks,
what's this?
and yet they're still like one of the most popular NBA
Yeah,
teams.
true. That's true. Yeah, but it just seems like the thing is, yeah, that's right. They are the Knicks for sure. And the Yankees haven't won since 2009. I know it's not exactly the same as 30 years or with the Knicks, but
yeah, it's not the same. Plus, the Yankees also have the most amount of World Series wins in history.
But with the Yankees, in New York, they'll tell you it doesn't matter how many years. We need to win a World Series every single year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think
last decade was the first decade in team history they never even made it to the World Series.
2010s,
I saw something like that.
They never did. They never made it to a World Series. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure their tenure. I'm not sure in their history because they have a long ass history. I'm not. Or maybe the beginning, but I'm not sure. If 15 years was 2009, so it'll be 16 years. It might be 16 years. I'm not sure if this is the longest or one of their longest, the second longest. But it's long. It's long. I think there's only one team in baseball that hasn't been to a World Series, period. And I think that's Seattle.
Yeah, it's fucking my Seattle.
I mean, look,
fucking asshole.
You should have got there. You should have got there in 2001. I'm sorry, but you should have got there in 2001. That great team that had 116 to set the record, that team should have been there in 2001. But the Yankees, man, that was a good team with the Ichiro and all that. That was a great team to set the record.
Yeah, the Seattle Mariners are the only Seattle team I'm not a fan of.
All right. Thank you for coming on. Like, share, subscribe, comment below.